There's a special kind of watch you only buy once, not because it's the most expensive, and not because someone convinced you, but because the moment you put it on, it just feels right. It suits your life, your style, your pace. You don't think about upgrading it. You don't scroll for the next model. You simply wear it. That's what Tudor does so well. Strong, timeless watches built to last for decades. Today, we're counting down 10 Tudor watches that aren't just smart purchases. They're forever pieces. Number 10. Tudor Pelagos FXD. Most dive watches are designed to look tough. The Pelagos FXD was designed to actually be tough, and there's a difference you feel the moment you strap it on. Created in collaboration with the French Marine Nationale, its fixed strap system eliminates the kind of wrist movement that can compromise a dive, and the carbon composite case is both lighter and stronger than traditional steel. But what makes this watch worth keeping forever isn't just its credentials, it's its honesty. Every design decision serves a purpose. Nothing is decorative, nothing is wasted. There's a kind of beauty in that kind of discipline, and it's the reason this watch looks just as right in everyday life as it does at 40 meters underwater. Once you understand what it was made for, you'll never want to take it off. Number 9. Tudor Black Bay GMT. Some watches change the way you travel. The Black Bay GMT is one of them. That bold two-tone bezel, whether you go for the classic red and blue Pepsi or the sleek black and gray, does more than look good. It lets you track a second time zone at a glance, without pulling out your phone, without doing mental math, without missing a beat. But here's the thing about the Black Bay GMT that people don't always say out loud. It's genuinely beautiful. The dial has depth and character. The case wears with authority. The bracelet sits on the wrist like it was always supposed to be there. This is a watch that lives just as comfortably in a mountain lodge as it does in a hotel bar in Tokyo. It doesn't ask where you're going. It just comes with you, and it always looks like it belongs. Number 8. Tudor Ranger. There's a version of watch collecting where you chase complications, stack dial colors, and spend weekends debating movement specifications. And then there's the Ranger, a watch that quietly makes all of that feel beside the point. Clean matte dial, bold Arabic numerals. No date, no complications, just pure, honest legibility on a wrist that deserves something real. The Ranger was originally built for explorers who needed to read the time without thinking in conditions where thinking cost you. That spirit is still alive in every version made today. It's the watch you reach for when you stop caring about being noticed and start caring about just living your life well. Simple, reliable, and quietly confident. This is a watch that never looks wrong, never feels heavy, and never needs an explanation. Number 7. Tudor Royal. Not every great watch needs an origin story about the deep ocean or a summit above 8,000 meters. Sometimes the story is simpler. You want something beautiful that you can wear every single day without a second thought. The Royal is that watch. Its integrated bracelet flows into the case with a seamless elegance that feels far more expensive than the price tag suggests. The dial is restrained and refined, the kind of design that doesn't demand attention but always receives it. Dress it up for a board meeting, wear it through a weekend hike, take it to dinner with someone you want to impress. It handles all of it. And 5 years in, when it still looks exactly right on your wrist and you've stopped noticing it because it's just part of you, that's when you'll understand why this one belongs on this list. Number 6. Tudor Heritage Black Bay 58. The watch world is full of watches that are too big, too thick, too loud, too much. The Black Bay 58 is the antidote to all of that. At 39 meters with a slimmer profile than its bigger siblings, it sits on the wrist with a balance that's genuinely rare. The domed crystal adds vintage warmth. The gilt details catch light in a way that feels old world and considered. And the overall effect is a watch that looks equally at home under a dress shirt as it does on a NATO strap over a t-shirt. People who own the BB58 rarely let it go, and once you wear one for a week, you'll understand why. It's not trying to be anything other than exactly what it is. A near-perfect watch with real character and the kind of soul that money usually can't buy at this price point. Number 5. Tudor Pelagos LHD. Here's a watch that started as a solution to a problem most people never thought about and became one of the most distinctive timepieces Tudor has ever made. The Pelagos LHD moves the crown to the left side of the case, making it the most ergonomically comfortable dive watch ever produced for left-handed wearers. No more crown digging into your hand during a dive. No more awkward adjustments. Just a watch that fits the way it was always supposed to fit. But the LHD isn't just a conversation piece. Underneath its unusual crown placement is a titanium case built for 500 meters of water resistance, a helium escape valve, and a movement that runs with absolute precision. It's a serious tool watch that happens to be endlessly fascinating. For those who wear it, it feels like Tudor made this one just for them, and that feeling is worth everything. Number 4, Tudor Black Bay Bronze. There are watches you buy and watches you grow into. The Black Bay Bronze is firmly in the second category. Bronze is a living material. It reacts to your skin chemistry, your environment, your daily life. The patina that forms over months and years is entirely your own. No two bronze watches age the same way, which means the watch on your wrist after 5 years is something no one else in the world has. Paired with a rich chocolate dial and a leather strap that softens and conforms with every wear, this watch becomes more personal the longer you own it. It's the kind of object that accumulates meaning, that starts to feel less like a purchase and more like a companion. When the time comes to pass it down, it'll already be full of stories. That's not something you can manufacture. That's something you earn. Number 3, Tudor Black Bay Chrono. Push the top button on the Black Bay Chrono and something happens that no smartwatch or digital timer can replicate. You feel the mechanism engage. There's a tactile snap, a small rush, and then the second's hand begins its sweep around the dial with calm mechanical purpose. It's a small moment, but it's a real one, and it never gets old. The Panda dial is crisp and instantly readable. The Bicompact's layout nods to the great racing chronographs of the 1970s without copying them. And the in-house movement delivers a quality and finishing level that embarrasses watches costing twice the price. This isn't a watch you buy because you need to time your sprints. It's a watch you buy because you believe that mechanical craft is worth celebrating, and because every time you reach for that crown, you feel something that connects you to a tradition worth keeping alive. Number 2, Tudor Black Bay 41. If there's a watch in Tudor's lineup that captures everything the brand has always been, honest, bold, beautifully made, and completely uninterested in chasing trends, it's the Black Bay 41. The cushion case, the domed bezel, the snowflake hands, the soared indices, every element feels considered and earned. It wears with an authority that larger watches often fail to achieve, and the in-house movement offers a 70-hour power reserve that means it'll still be running Monday morning after a watch-free weekend. There's a reason this watch has become a modern classic, not because of marketing, not because of celebrity endorsements, but because it's genuinely, objectively excellent. Wear one for a month and it will stop feeling like a watch you own and start feeling like a watch that was always yours. Number 1, Tudor Black Bay 58 Navy Blue. Some watches you appreciate. This one you fall in love with? The Black Bay 58 in navy blue has a dial so rich and complex it seems to change in different light. Deep ocean blue one moment, almost midnight the next, and the warm loom that fills the hands and indices at night glows with a nostalgia that feels genuinely earned. On a NATO strap, it's effortless and adventurous. On a bracelet, it's polished and composed. At 39mm, it fits the wrist the way only the best proportioned watches do. Present without being imposing, confident without being loud. Everything Tudor stands for is here. Heritage without pastiche, quality without pretension, beauty without apology. People buy this watch expecting to love it. What they never expect is how much more they love it a decade later, with every scratch and story already written into the dial. Buy it once. Keep it forever. This is the one.